Hey beauties, welcome back to your favorite natural living channel. Today, right now, I am going to clue you up on 3 vitamins that you absolutely should not be living without if you are a woman. Before I do, come and join our circle by subscribing and go on and give this a thumbs up if, like me, your health is everything. Let us first begin with a reminder that I'm not a health professional at all, and everything that I discuss in this video is from my own personal experience. Please keep that in mind. When it comes to vitamins and nutrients, for the most part, all of us will get them from the foods that we eat, but I strongly believe that in addition to those nutritious foodies that we're consuming on a daily basis, all of us women need to include these 3 vitamins that I'm going to discuss as supplements. I believe that because we women's got to be kind to our bodies because they go through a lot. We all know this. The female body is really strong. There's a lot that we go through daily, that we go through monthly, and to keep ourselves really strong and healthy, we have to take care of this. I really think that these 3 vitamins help us to do that. The 3 vitamins are black seed oil, folic acid, and vitamin C. Vitamin C is an essential vitamin, and it's also one that we cannot as humans produce ourselves, so we do need to intake this vitamin from our foods or from a supplement. Vitamin C has such a healthy impact on our body. Most of us already know that it boosts immunity, boosts antioxidants, and that it improves iron absorption, which is very vital for women. But the reason that I feel that this supplement is essential for all women is all of those things that I've just mentioned, plus it is amazing for our skin and for our hair. It's really like a super vitamin, and in the right dosage can keep us feeling our best and looking our best, like really outwardly. When you are taking this supplement in the right amount for your daily needs, you can see it reflected in your hair, in your nails, in your skin, in your eyes. It is a wonderful, incredible supplement. I'm also not sure if this is completely true or if it's just anecdotal, but I find that when I'm taking my supplement daily, that I don't get sick. And that's freaking big because every single day for the past like 2 years, I've had to get the Lewis home, which here in Dublin is like the tram, the train, and I swear down here, everyone is always sniffling and coughing and sneezing. It really makes me quite sick to my stomach. But when I'm taking this vitamin C, I almost feel like I'm just protected. And I don't know if this is true or if it's just a placebo, but in a world where most people around me are sick quite often, I feel that this vitamin C does protect me. It's like my cloak when I'm on the Lewis. One of the biggest ways for us ladies to stay strong is to keep our immunity up, and that's why vitamin C is one of those supplements that you need to be having every day. Next is folic acid. Folic acid is one of those supplements that I fully 100%, I don't care what a health professional says or not, I believe that this is the one that gives us our necessary juice. Take that as you may. In reality, I only began taking folic acid after I had a little scare. So one day I noticed that I had a bit of blood, and it was, I can't remember what it's called when it's in between your periods. It might even be called in between your period. And that was like, really weird because I'm such a regular girl. Like, I've been keeping my calendar for something like 6 years or something crazy like that. And it's like clockwork for me. I'm very regular. So to have irregular bleeding was like, okay, what's going on? What's up with me? I went in and had a check from from my OBGYN gynecologist, and at first I was told, oh, it might be polyps, you know, we'll do some tests and we'll check it out. When the test came back, it turned out that I had abnormal cells on my cervix. So I was, scary word, precancerous, and the doctor said that we would have to go through a procedure, I think, to like burn or freeze or whatever, cut them out. I don't know. He was a really lovely doctor, and it was a nicer experience than some of the things that I've read about, but I still ended up going home in tears because it's very invasive, as any of you who have gone through the same thing will know. And he told me that I would have to come back in 6 months to see if the cells had turned back to normal or if it affected any of my other cells, and if so, I would have to go through a full procedure or something. So I took about a week to be really weepy about it and everything, and then I got to reading as much as I could about how to cure it myself, how I could treat it so that my cells could be okay again. And what I read on so many forums from women who experienced the same was folic acid. Again and again, folic acid came up. So among other vitamins that I took, I added folic acid to my daily regime. And then when I went back for that 6-month checkup, they were just normal again. At that time, I didn't necessarily attribute it just to folic acid. I was taking zinc and other things. And then I went away to travel in Southeast Asia for a big chunk of time. About 6 months we were gone, and all of my vitamin intake regime changed because I wasn't in my normal setting. I didn't take everything with me when I left, so I had stopped taking folic acid really. Anyway, the whole bleeding thing happened again just before I came to Dublin, and when I went back and had a check, the abnormality was there again. So cervical dysplasia I still have, which, let me just say that I'm learning more and more that it's so common. So many of my friends, so many of my colleagues, so many women suffer from this. So if you are going through the same, just know there's loads of us out there and we gonna get through. But when that happened and I got that diagnosis again, I was like, you know what? Sometimes we can communicate with our God self, as I sometimes call it, or my source energy. And the thing to me, like, that voice was like, get back on the folic acid. And I did. And then when I went for a checkup, good again. I'm not saying that things won't change or whatever, but that's my gut, my conscience telling me that folic acid is something that really keeps me so healthy. And that's why I'm a huge believer that folic acid is something us women need to take ritualistically every day. Folic acid is literally amazing for protecting us before pregnancy, after pregnancy, and if we never even get pregnant at all. It basically protects our cells, and that pretty much just sums it all up for me. We're made of cells, and something that's going to protect it and regenerate it, I'll have some of that every day. Yes, please and thank you. And finally, we have black seed oil. Black seed oil is one of those nutrients that most people probably have never heard about unless you are up on game or know somebody that's up on game. It's been around for thousands of years as a therapeutic, medicinal kind of ingredient. But again, unless you had somebody to school you on it, you probably don't know about it or even that it's out there. My good friend studies herbalism, and when I first went to her about my cervical dysplasia, it took her not long to just be like, oh yeah, black seed oil. She let me know about the incredible benefits for the female form, and she said that cervical dysplasia is usually due to a low immune system, and that's why our bodies aren't able to fight what is causing those abnormal cells. She said that in addition to continuing to eat healthy, work out, take care of myself, to add black seed oil and see if that didn't reset my body. I haven't looked back since. In the beginning, she had told me to take the black seed oil like the liquid form. It's actually not bad, but after like 2 weeks, I was like, I can't take take that spoonful of that medicine a day. And that's when I began to research black seed oil in capsule form, and it's so much better. Aside from the properties that it has of keeping my immunity up, I feel like since I've started to take it that my weight maintenance has been better as well, which is pretty cool. Even the fact that over the Christmas and New Year break I was being quite bad, and I feel like I didn't gain as much as I should have from everything that I was eating. I also feel that since taking the black seed oil that my body is just operating better. And once Mick and I are ready to start our own little unit, I feel like my body's prepped for that very amazing experience. When it comes to brands, a friend of mine worked in the industry for not pharmaceuticals, but for vitamins. Apologies, I don't know the jargon. But she did let me know that not all vitamins are created equally, which before she said that, I just thought, vitamins are vitamins. If it's got the nutrients in it, you know, you can get whatever. But she let me know, no, some of them are of higher quality. So when it comes to which brand to use, I am not your best source. I'll let you know what I do though. My favorite brand, and I always buy from, is Linden's. I love them so much. I love that their vitamins comes in packets like these instead of in the pill bottles. I'm sure I read somewhere that their reasoning for doing this as well is for economic reasons. It is less burdensome and it keeps vitamins quite fresh. I don't know, but I will always go for Linden's whenever I am buying vitamins, except for when I go into my health food shop to buy. When I go into my health food shop, it's obviously different, but whenever I am buying online, I do go with Linden's. They're my go-to. When it comes to the black seed oil though, I've been using this brand. Basically, I couldn't actually find black seed oil capsules in my local health food shop, and that's why online is so great. You can just go and find literally anything that you need. So I went and I researched some, and I stupidly found a brand, and I read all this great stuff about it and was like, okay, yeah, I'll go for those. And then it came and it said it was gelatin, the capsules, and I was like, how did I miss that? So for me, because I'm vegetarian, I won't have anything with beef or pork in the capsules, so I couldn't go for that. So Mick, those are his now, and for me, I went and I researched another one where it's vegetarian, and this is what I use. So we've got folic acid, black seed oil, and vitamin C. The takeaway message from this is, ladies, treat yourself. While we are on this earth walk, this is our physical vessel, and we need to make sure that we are the healthiest that we can be. In addition to all the good stuff that you do to keep yourself healthy, add these supplements daily, and she'll thank you in your hair, in your skin, in your vibrance, in your energy, and in your joy. So chicas, I'm loving you loads. I hope you have a fabulous day. Go and get your vitamins and enjoy your mother effing earth walk. Love ya. Bye.